great unit to work in. I think I put in about 17 years here total. Worked a couple other stations in between that time and finally got back to end my career here, and it was a real milestone. It was very fun to come back, and we just kind of passed it down. Some of my guys that were firemen or engineers under me are now captains here as well.
When I retired, we were just getting into diving. We had to become open water certified, rescue certified, and advanced diver certified. And since I retired, during Derek's time, they really pushed hard and became very recognized throughout the country. They're nationally certified. Their equipment's gotten better. We have the heavy rescue. We have a new rig here. Through all the effort that these gentlemen have put in, that has made USAR recognized throughout the country. They have honorariums, plaques from a lot of the officials. They're recognized in many different ways, but if you talk to anybody from other departments, they know about LA County. They know about LA County USAR. And a lot of the members here are part of the FEMA team. Our FEMA team, at least when I retired, would go international. It was LA County and at the time I think Virginia. These rescue personnel that belong to the FEMA team go anywhere in the world. If their country calls for rescue personnel, these gentlemen and ladies are ready to jump in and take off, and they can be gone for weeks. They have specialties, and the specialties are well recognized. When you leave, you want to come back. You do anything you can to get back. You've got to wait for your seniority and your time. But just like now, it's a family.
It's 30 years. It's a long time.
Other departments, other stations, may not keep in contact with the guys like that, and you wouldn't have that feeling. And granted, we don't see each other every day. Sometimes we don't see it for months or years. But when you come back, it's like stepping back into the groove again. This is a family.
With a fireman's schedule in life, it's a third of your life is right here. So when we talk about a family, you're with them a lot.
Well, USAR it actually started with Loma Prieta earthquake up in San Francisco, and that kind of got our program going with the Board of Supervisors, kind of mandated that the LA County Fire would provide USAR protection, earthquake protection. So we started putting the program together a little bit. And then the earthquake in the Philippines, we set up a 25-member team real quick, palletized equipment down in East LA, and actually we were getting ready to go to the Philippines with the State Department. And that's how we actually got to the international side of it starting to go. And then they stood us down. And during that period of time, from about 1988 to about 1991, we were in development, getting things going. We had a small pickup truck with some of the basic equipment and worked out of Station 1. The original was an old paramedic squad with some rescue equipment on it. And that's how we established the first program. And then you can see the involvement of all the different equipment we come up with over the years, the dive program, high angle rescues, the RIC team for all second grade arm fires. All this came about over many years, and then we got the international team developed. We worked on that for about 4 years, got that going, and now we have a full international team that goes with the State Department. So all that came about also. So my last trip was China back in 2008. During the last earthquake, that was my last deployment. I retired in 2009, and it's been a good program. With P. Michael Freeman, different chiefs involved with it originally, and it worked out really good. Very proud of all the guys. I'm glad to see the program's actually expanded more. We got a full dive team, and that took many years to get that through the process. Dive program and initiating that we could do that. We got a heavy record that we utilize on a lot of stuff, and then we've got a brand new USAR unit from the original units that we had. We've come a long way. I'm just proud that the system is doing very well. The team deployed internationally. After I retired, they went to Taiwan and a few other places. So in Japan, so it was really good.
I was assigned here to the unit as a firefighter for 7 years under Captain Dave Norman. I'm also on the larger USAR task force, CATF2 and USA2. I've been with them for 16 years with that as well. Logistics, rescue, kind of like a little bit of everything. I was the cash manager up there for a couple years on a long-term detail. Katrina, Harvey, did New Zealand, did Haiti, Puerto Rico, North Carolina. So USAR to me is just, for me, I've done a couple different things throughout my life. I was in the Marine Corps, went to the sheriffs, and then came over to the fire department. And like, I truly found a home here in USAR. I took the classes just because I was interested in it, and then seeing the passion of some of the guys, all these old time guys that you've been seeing, like they're the guys that like we were standing on their shoulders to be where we're at. Now you've got the next generation coming up doing the same thing. But for me, it totally, like, it feeds my geek of like problem solving. Like, you never know what you're gonna get, and then when you get there, you've got these big toolboxes, both of physical tools and mental tools of like, okay, how are we gonna fix this problem? And that's always been interesting to me, and like being around good guys with good knowledge, and we train all the time so that when we get there, problems just got fixed. It's like, for me, that's the fun part of it, is it's never the same stuff. Like, I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for USAR. Like, I wouldn't be a captain, because under the tutelage of all the guys here, like, them pushing like the next level of guys to, it's eventually we all have to leave here, so somebody's got to come in behind us. So it's that drive and compassion of the guys coming in, that the old guys teach the new guys, then the new guys teach the new guys behind them, and it just keeps fostering that to push it forward.
I would say USAR was the pinnacle of my career with LA County Fire. I was with them for 20 years, and fortunately I got here right after I promoted to engineer, and I spent the last 10 years of my career here, and it was the best time of my life. Just seeing some of the other guys that I used to work with, that's very pleasurable. I think this is a great program that they have here. They've got new equipment since I left, and I think it's fantastic for the county to have such a great asset with the LA County Fire Department. It's always evolving, because the leadership that we have, they're constantly looking for better ways to do the job, and the equipment evolves. The equipment will get better, and it's a very necessary part of firefighting. You think that EMS and fighting fires is important, but the guys that have the technical rescue know-how, the training to go out and do the things that these guys do, it's really amazing. In order to be qualified to work here and be on the team, there's just countless hours of training that goes into it, and the leadership that is behind that training to make sure that it's done properly. Everybody knows their responsibilities, and it's inherently dangerous, the things that they do, when they're attempting to do a technical rescue. So it really is important that all the members are qualified and trained properly, not only for the victims that they're rescuing, but for themselves, for their own safety. You can ask just about any fireman, if you work with a good crew, and most of the guys really love their jobs, that it's like a second home, and you don't want to leave.
40 years with the fire department, county, been retired 11 years, put in almost 10 years with USAR as a coordinator. Maybe I'm adding to that, but I put 4 years in as a coordinator, and came to work here with Dave and the crew, and went out to 130s to finish the career out there, and rewarding. USAR is the best of the best of the best of the guys I see on the fire department, aside from those from air operations. Very good skilled people, and USAR also has and have had good skillful people. Dave Norman is like a son to me, or like a brother, so I call him Mijo, my son. I would do it all over again, Mijo, working with you again. Yes, you're such a good man, and you kept the program alive. You kept the program alive, and along with the other guys. So congratulations to USAR in the 30th, and congratulations to all the guys that made it through.
Been with the USAR program since 1992. I started out as a rescue specialist,
had the privilege and honor to go on numerous responses. What USAR means to me personally is just, I feel like it's the highest form of humanitarian aid that our department and the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors provide to citizens around the world. It's really a privilege to be able to go to all of these different foreign countries and to be able to represent our department and our country and provide life-saving measures to those people. You know, through the USAR program, I've been able to travel around the world, not just on disasters, but also with humanitarian support as well as training and networking through with other fire service professionals around the world. When I came into the position as Technical Operations Chief, got big shoes to fill. The men and women of this team are very committed. So the bar is set very, very high. But we are a team of first. We continue, if you look at our history, we continue to set the bar high, not just for Los Angeles County, the FEMA system, the USAR, but also, just for ourselves. We take pride in what we do. To be able to go to a foreign country, drop us off, and us be able to make a difference, it just really says a lot about just the men and women of our team and just our preparedness level. Today is definitely a good day. I mean, to really look at and to reflect on just how far this program has come is huge. I had a member that was one of the founding members of our USAR program come to my office about a little over a year ago, and they started crying, really, just thinking about and looking at the pictures and just reminiscing about just where we've come from having just 2 members on a USAR company to now where we are having stations and the team of over 200 members that can go anywhere at any time in the world. So it's just a good thing. When I look back on my career, I got a few more years to go, but definitely one of the highlights of my career has been with USAR. The things that I've gotten to see and the experiences and the lives I've gotten to touch because of USAR, will stick with me the rest of my life. So, like I said, I see it as a privilege and an honor to be able to serve with these men and women, and I look forward to other, hopefully no one needs us, but if we have to go, I look forward to the opportunity for us to get out and again continue to make a difference.
For all who enter this hollow door, so young, so brave, and wanting much more. From LA to Christchurch and then to Nepal, the key to success, preparation is all. When risk versus gain is weighed and compared with unknown factors, luck favors the prepared. Having to improvise, adapt, and overcome by trade, these traits prove worthy when rescues are made. You've trained and steeled against nature's rage. Your actions speak volumes on this dangerous stage. With courage and hope, through rubble and rain, you put the earth to ease trouble and pain. You're the last line of defense in a courageous fight, working hard days and on through long nights. A jack of all trades, a master of none, there is no quit until the job is done. You rescue the lives, recover the dead. You're bringing hope and solace to survivors instead. Support from your loved ones is armor enough to shield you from doubt when events get too tough. Lessons are learned, some hard and some new. You move ever forward when they're absorbed by the crew. For those who contribute both present or past, you've laid a solid foundation that's built to last. But words don't matter, well-meaning or smart. Your character is forged through deed and from the heart. Born to the spirit, adventure and thrill, it's life well lived, it's a test of will. So I steady my voice to offer a humble toast. Here's to those more capable than most. From mountains on high and waters deep below, to all risk, all terrain, and simply say, well go. Because USAR is a calling quite like no other, I am proud and honored to call you my brother. So God bless each and every one.